figure out how to get this in for, hi, Lauren.
Oh, hi.
So we're going to try to get this in because we do want Christina to listen. I want to make sure that she can listen. I got to figure out how to do the copy in the Zoom. So Jen, I'll probably come with you. But let's start first with recruiting for directors and director teams for last month. I love it because you guys really don't know the numbers because that newsletter didn't come in yet. So so that's sort of exciting. So actually number 3 in recruiting with 1 personal and 2 for the team is Christina Searoyce. And then number 2 with 2 for the team and 2 personal would be Mrs. Shannon Heath. Miss Shannon Heath.
Yay!
Yay! Teacher Miss Heath. And then with number 1 for 3 for the team, 2 personal. Jen Howe, get over here. Jen, do you hear us?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, good. This
Daniel,
is for you.
can you repeat it? I just heard Jen Howe.
You rocked it. You were number 1 because you're in recruiting for the directors because you had 3 for your team and 2 personal.
Oh, yay.
Yay! All right. Now, sales, we'll do personal sales. Number 3 for personal sales with 4,098 would be Jennifer Howe. Woo-hoo! Jen.
Yay, I'm here.
Okay. Number 2 with sales, 4,507, Sally Ann Knight. Woo! And number 1 personal sales, 10,273, all by her little own self, Jennifer Gagnon. Woo! Woo! Woo-hoo! All right, organizational sales. Number 3, the 3rd team. Oh, I see a little eyeball at the Howe House. Christina Searoyce with 5468 for Christina. Yay! Jennifer Howe team, 6,442 for her organization. And then this is director team, not organization. Jennifer Gagnon, 14,154. So that's her personal director team.
Wow, good.
Woo-hoo. So nice job, ladies. One thing that I was just to sort of give a couple things before we do. I love that we've got stand-ins. So we have Lauren Fuller as stand-in for Karen Fuller, and we have is this Daniel? Sam.
It's Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi.
Do we have Daniel Howe sitting in for Jennifer Howe? All right, so here's what I want to tell you guys, a couple things, just what's going on organizationally. This month, the Christina Searoyce team, and that includes the Sally Ann Knight's team, is working to be a advanced director team this month. So that's really exciting. I talked to Christina a little bit yesterday, so she's got stuff in place, and so that's just going to be a really exciting thing that just to sort of keep that. They will be coming down for our December 7th meeting as well. So hopefully we'll be able to do some exciting recognition and stuff for that. So, and then the other thing is, I think I told some of you guys this, but how I'm working with some specific consultants right now on promoting. A bunch of the people from the Leader Bound program that we're doing, they had said they wanted a promotion date for December 1st. So what I did with those people is I I'm going to explain to you, because if I haven't told you, I'm going to explain to you what I did, but then I'm going to explain to you what is going to start and how I'm going to do this. This came from Karen Batty, who I'm pretty sure Karen Batty's ideas are the reason that I'm an executive director, because she started a lot of that new consultant training that we were doing last year and stuff, and that really started us on the role of being able to promote. I still don't know why she's not an executive director, but one of her things that she's doing right now is when it comes to leader bound and doing director bound kind of programs, it's really like herding cats. You know, we go through, I grab all these different people, throw them into this, and then have to keep on them and schedule coaching, and some people don't, and they're not really committed because we're sort of opening it and that they can jump in. So what I did was I called these people on the leader bound and called each, well, I didn't call each one of them. I told the people I was calling that I was calling each one of them and said, I want to pick 3 people to Velcro myself to this month so that we will promote to a director for December 1st. I will continue to work with them through January, because my point is I not only want to promote them, but want to do what we've learned as a group needs to happen for directors, is to work on their personal business so that they are a strong leader. So I told them all I was going to be doing this. But then what I did was, when I had them going, yes, I want to be in it, I said, oh, well, okay, that's good. You're going to be committed. Let me call the rest of them. I'll make my decision by the end of the week, and I'll let you know if you're in. So I did do that. I'll tell you the 2 that I'm really working with right now is Sabrina and Sabrina and Deb Fournier. Shannon is shadowing it just because we all need that kind of thing, but I'm doing sort of a weekly stuff, but I'm really connected with them. Here's the reason why I just went first line is, you know, we went on a crazy thing to try to save directors in September 1st, which was fabulous. But even though we had everybody green director in September, it was only 7 directors because we had lost Heidi. So November is actually our month that it all needs to happen, and we need to promote a director or we will lose executive director. Okay, so here's the thing. So that's why, but again, we're all on board. Everybody wants to be green anyway. So I'm not worried about you guys. I mean, you guys, we want to be paid, and the expectation is that you guys will be paid as a green director team every month. So that's you guys. I'm not concerned about you. You're just going to make it happen. It's November. I'm going to be sticking myself with one of them, especially, and really, you know, being able to promote. But here's what I want you guys to know when it comes to this executive director thing. I am, for myself, you know, it's not like exec seminars coming up that I would miss out on that training right away. It's not like conferences coming up that I would miss out on that. So on that case, if we lost it, like I know we would get it back. You know what I mean? I know we'd have to go through 2 more months. We're going to continue. I feel like we're in a really good place with all of us right now, so it will happen. But what bothers me is that there are these executive directors. When I went to Exec Sem and I saw that the list of executive directors and above is down to 55, Yvette Yeoman has lost it. April has lost it. Yvette lost it last month. I know. But these people that have been sitting around for 15 years, they're the ones who, because they have no personal business, and we know that directors who lose director status are because they don't have a personal business. That is why directors lose director. You can see that on the months that you were really struggling, and again, personal business is your own personal sales, personal bookings, and your personal recruiting. When you're not doing that personally, that's when you struggle with your director status. So that all being said, we are there. That's what would frustrate me most if we lost it, is because you guys, we know what we need to do. Like, I feel like we're on where we need to be. Like, we're continuing to work there. We're continuing to do that. So I just don't want to be flushed into those groups of people where we're at a place right now that we can continue really to move. Okay, so I wanted you guys to know that where we were. So I know you guys are continuing to grow, continuing to work on your personal businesses for the holiday, and you know, and keep out there for the recruiting thing. Here's something with the recruiting thing. What I want to do, because I'm going to be doing some, and Jen, I know this is very much like your little, and I think you do this with the envelopes, but when you have somebody sit down and say, okay, if you bought a $159 kit, the $99 kit, So they bought the $99 kit. You have them add up what? $300 worth of products, right?
For the $99?
Yeah.
I do. Is it 300? I think I do 250.
What?
I don't remember what's
Oh,
in it.
what is it?
It's 300.
Okay. Well, let's just say 300. This is what I wanted to put together a graphic of this. So $300. How much is that pan set right now that they can earn for free?
219.
Two what?
219.
$219. Okay, so we add that on there. Then we add on when they do, $1,250 before Christmas, they're going to get $100 of Pampered Chef dollars. And now again, we're basing this on $1,250. What's the commission of $1,250?
Is it 22% or 23?
23.
287.50.
You're doing 20%, right?
What
Well,
is
actually,
it?
you get that.
87.50?
It's 287.50 at 23%.
Thank you. Okay, who has their calculator still there? 300 plus 219 plus 100 plus 287.50.
906.50.
906.50. So for spending $99, they're going to be getting $906.50 because they're getting that that grill pan set. We were all excited about them getting half-back rebate last month. Here's this grill. That's $219. That's huge. So I think we need to really be talking about that. And also, when you're talking to leads, or if you have leads to talk about, what to say to them is, the sooner you get started, the sooner we get that grill pan set in your hand. That is the big thing to really get them to that urgency to get them started. That the sooner they can get that, the sooner that $906.50 is theirs. For the holiday in different ways. So that's a huge thing when you talk about value and cost. So maybe somebody here is creative enough to throw a little graphic that looks really pretty, Jennifer, or something.
Yes,
I have one.
You do? Okay, good.
Sort
So
of.
that-
Not with that total, but I can do.
Okay. Now, here's the other thing. Remember my challenge. You guys have December 26th. I was just talking to Heidi doing our spa day. So on December 26th, starting about 2 o'clock, you can put that time down. They will have a hairdresser on duty. That was a thought. But I think Nancy's not working, the one nail girl. So nails might be a little bit like, we might have hair things that could be done, but nails are not, so just keep thinking about that. But here, remember, I told you I'd give you an extra $25 if you re-promote yourself. Just even looking at last month's recruiting, Shannon recruited two, Jennifer Howe recruited two. But again, it went from, what did I start it on? Tell me, was it October or September?
I think you did September.
Okay, so one. You have one. Okay, but we have November right now. You just need 4. So we need to recruit because you guys, some of you are pretty close. We still have a month and a half, almost 2 months to hit that 5 more in your organization. So this special that we have right now is really big to do that. All right, did anybody listen to the tips from the top last night?
I have not had time to do anything.
Okay. It's on? Okay. Tips from the Top is something that they've started to do. I will get you the schedule, but they put it out, and it's something that we really should be pushing for our team. So Jen, I'm okay because I actually listened to it for about 20 minutes until the guys came. And then I was listening because it was Lisa Noto, and she did it on bookings. It's specifically about bookings right now, and it's had some really good stuff in it, some stuff I had not even heard yet about booking at your parties, which is something that I know some of us have been having a funny time, me included, right now. So it's something that it's going to be every week. It's going to be on Monday nights. They are taped for a week. but it's something we're going to want to encourage our team. So last night was on bookings. I've got to look at what the schedule. It goes through different skills, but it is just by people from our team or from in the organization that are high sellers and stuff. What I'm going to do as well, which I thought would be a great thing, is I would encourage each of you to listen to all of them. But what I wanted to do was to assign, I will do the first one since I've listened to it now, and I'll post on the director thing, is to assign one director each week to listen to that call. And then what you're going to be responsible for is to post in the director page, our Facebook page, 3 coaching calls from that call that we could each use in our coaching calls with our consultants through the week. Okay, so for example, if I'm doing the director one, I'm just going to sort of I wrote some notes. Let me just look at one of the notes that I wrote on her. So if I wrote some notes from Lisa's call last night, and she was, one of the things that she said was about taking the word, and we've talked about this before, but taking the word party out of our vocabulary when we're talking to somebody about booking a party, taking that out, because she made the point that, I don't know about you guys, but when you think about throwing a party, it sounds like a lot of freaking work. You know, you got to have all the thing. So instead, she said about, we've talked about referring it to more like a get-together or a cooking class or a show. That sounds less work to somebody than asking them to book a party. So my coaching question that I might ask, period, is if somebody's telling me and I'm talking to them that they're having trouble booking parties, well, let me ask you this. How are you talking about bookings at your show? That would be my coaching question, so that they can go through and tell me, how they're actually talking about it. And then I have these different, something like a point like that I can give them that right there would maybe change what they're doing. Okay. So these questions are what I want to do is to have them help you guys learn how to be, not learn, but to sort of, because you guys know how to be good leaders, but when we're getting into coaching and working specifically with certain consultants, if you're working with a consultant that, Shannon, for your example, Destiny's on fire, she wants to get going. You also have the couple new girls. Those are the people that you're going to probably be doing some sort of coaching call with, and your questions are going to be, okay, we've got a show coming up. How are you going to talk about bookings? And maybe those kind of questions. And if each month or each week we're posting different things, then we're going to have, by the end of this tips from the top for 2 weeks, you guys are going to we're going to all have a nice list of coaching questions for bookings, for recruiting, for host coaching that we can use when we're doing coaching with our consultants. Make sense?
Are you going to post where I don't remember seeing anything about those calls?
Yeah. You know what? I did not do a freak out with it just because I had too much stuff going on. And we had too much stuff going in our organization, the virtual meeting and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I'm going to post, I will post it in the director, but I'll also post it in our, in the organization. So yes, I'll post it with all kinds of information, but I just wanted to let you guys know what.
Okay. I think my babies are back, so I have to go. Say hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Okay.
I'll give you the recording, Shannon, okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
I created an event on my team page too for the next 7 weeks for anybody that listens to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that.
I did see it, and I've heard that idea, but again, I get so, there's so many, events. I don't know what to...
At this point, he's not doing anything, so I figure if I keep throwing stuff out there, maybe they'll do one of them.
Yeah.
So I just keep throwing it out.
Yeah. Well, again, what I figure and what I think is that we can put it out there for them to do it, but if we as directors can learn from it as well, that could be a really...
I wanted to be on the call. I love Lisa anyway.
Yeah.
Sounds just like Sharon. I was so dead tired. I'm just zonked from the last.
Listen, I'm going to continue, but I'm just walking to make sure what happened upstairs with the dishwasher. Just to make sure they shut the door and stuff. Oh yeah, they're gone. Let me just see what they're... Okay, so the other thing is I have some great ideas that I wanted to give to you guys with, I don't know if they started that. Okay. What about when new consultants, we talk about supporting new consultants as something that all of us sort of struggle with. And so I heard some great ideas. And so I wanted to be able to give them to you guys so that we can, because it's something that when I talk to each one of you, that I hear that we struggle a little bit with. So, okay, so let me, and some of this I might end up posting for you guys, some information too. But one of the things is, this was one thing that I really loved, is that we've talked about before when we're talking about power hours. Most of you, I've talked to you about power hours, like dialing those 15 people, keeping track of the dialing versus keeping track of the actual people that you've called. So one of the things, and I know that Judy Joel has talked about this before, is taking a steno book, taking any kind of a little notebook. She likes a steno book. And what you do then is on one side, you actually list and you always talk about this, that who was it? Did somebody do this training when you talk about a certain amount of them are new business and a certain amount are old business? Does this ring a bell?
Yes, but I don't know if I did the training, but
Yes.
Karen, what?
I've been part of it.
Sorry, the new consultant, my contact notebook. 10 phone numbers are your contacts for the day, but then 5 in the right column are new contacts. Sally Ann, Shannon, and I, Christina, we did this at New Director Academy.
Okay.
It was part of the
That's
step up.
my boss. I'm sorry.
I think it was the step up, part of the step up thing too.
Okay. Well, and the point of that again is that, I mean, what do you guys take as, what is the old business?
Well, right now I personally am having a hard time because we were trying to ask, do we transfer it to the next day or do you start over every day? And she had said to start over every day, and you're highlighting a name and or crossing it off when you're completely done with that contact. So if you're not highlighting the name, then you're not done with them, but don't bring them to a new day because the new day is for other people. But it's not necessarily new people. So like to me, you get 10 new contacts or more every party, but you're only putting 10 per day on your list, but then
Oh, you all froze.
making sense. My daughter's out without me, and I don't know if I out here, but I don't know if you can hear me over the leaf blower.
I like
across the
how
street.
close she is. Let's all
Sorry.
get as close.
I'm trying to stay
We'll talk like this.
Close, like this.
Sorry.
No spooning on Zoom.
Zooming, spooning. Okay.
Sorry.
I'm trying to stay close to my house so I don't lose Wi-Fi.
So what you're saying though, Karen, is that, because I know Anna and you and I talked about that with the whole 15 for the power hour, is that you're saying that each 15 need to be a new ones that you're contacting 15, not if you left a message, for example, the day before for someone, you cannot count them as one of your 15 on the next power hour.
Right. So each power hour is 15 contacts or 15 contacts for that day. 5 of them are in the right column for brand new contacts. 10 of them are in your left column for people you already know of. And I just skip like 3 lines so you have room to make notes. So, for whatever reason, if you want to kind of keep track of who's who. So to me, like when I did a vendor fair, all of them are new, but I just kind of started and I wrote 15 people. I'm just trying to figure out how 5 people are brand new, 10 of them are residuals. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what they meant by that. Sally Ann, do you remember?
Well, last night, Christina touched on that at our group meeting we had. And she said the 10 people on the left are like follow-up calls, follow-up contacts, past customers, past hostess, a new hostess, but you already had contact with her. And the 5 are like brand new contacts, people that have not purchased from you, have not hosted from you, anything like that.
So not even a not even a contact from a show, really.
Right. Like someone that maybe was invited to a party but didn't come and didn't order.
Yep.
Somebody like that.
Good idea. Go on, honey. Please get off your bike, honey.
Okay, so that's what we're talking about. Now here's again, this is that whole point, and I know that I came back from exec seminar talking about this. This is the edge that we can give new consultants. If we can give them this skill and some motivation to do this right from the beginning, if we were doing this right from the beginning and this was just a regular skill that we were doing, we would never have an issue, right, keeping our schedules. I mean, we would never be having to go through doing this. So her idea, and I just loved it, I thought it was really cute, is to give new consultants two things. When you give a new consultant a steno pad, now I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen, okay, and I'm going to show you, well, I've got a picture. I'm going to go into my email. I'm going to go into my Facebook for you. She's got this picture right here. This is the kind of steno pad she's looking at. You know what I mean? Like one of those there. And she, you know, has, so she's got her whole list here, has the date up at the top. She has different codes that she puts on, but I'll show you what the codes are. So this is what it looks like. It's got all the names. It's got these codes. I'll show you what that means, what they are doing or whatever, and then what actually happened, like a no, a left a message, and these are all these different codes. So what she's doing, though, is on the steno, she's actually giving them each a steno as a new consultant. And can you see this screen? What do you see right now?
We're still seeing that first.
The same steno book.
Oh, okay. Let me go. Okay, let me stop the share, and then I'm going to share something else. Okay, just technical difficulties. Just okay. Here.
Just FYI, I sent out. I did it all by myself. Yeah. I did a link to the picture on Evernote, and I did it, and I've already got an order for 3 sets.
Hey.
So can I send one out now?
Give it time. Give it time to ruminate.
He doesn't want me to because we overlap so many people. Okay, look at this though. Can you see this document now? So this is a template. These are stickers. So this sticker here, we would put on, maybe I can zoom it up. We can, you would put these stickers, you'd run them off onto 6s. So this one here, this sticker you would put in like the inside cover, let's say, or even the outside color. Steno to success, 5 contacts a day. Now again, the goal is the 5 contacts a day. This is where we could change it or do, because we've been talking about 2 different things. Goaling at dialing 15 times a day versus actually talking to 5 people a day. A contact is you're talking to them. So, so we could sort of adjust this, but you'd use this. So here's the codes. You'd do it on the left side of the person's name: booking, host coaching, recruit lead. These are the different kinds of leads. Follow up from fairs, 24 hours, all this kind of stuff. And then the types of codes down at the bottom, whether you left message, you spoke to them, you texted, you Facebooked, you emailed, or there's no answer. So that's just, again, it's just giving them, but this would go in the notebook. And then on this side, again, is another sticker then that you'd put somewhere. And do you guys see this? This gives them what to say. It gives them a script right inside their steno. I just became a consultant. My goal is to schedule, but it gives them the actual word choices to go ahead and start making phone calls. So that's all in one place for them. And then what she does is she puts these stickers, the important contact stickers, somewhere in the steno as well, with this information, phone numbers and stuff. So if they have to, if they have to contact them.
Can I just make this a Christmas gift for my team this year?
I was thinking the same thing, Jen. I mean, just changing the verbiage is like that. I'm not a start, but I'm also thinking, well, the ones that come to the meetings, I was thinking I've got so many people that just wouldn't even be interested in calling 15 people. Like that's just not on their radar. So if thinking of doing something like Anna's doing with those few people to make those specific leader bound kind of things, but say, hey, listen, we're starting this new I don't know what you want to call it, a new process or a new system, would you like to be interested in giving it that way? I just don't want to waste it on people that are not going to do anything with it. That are going to use it for a cartoon pad for their 3-year-old, you know. I don't.
Well, I'm thinking this is easy enough even to mail for people that don't come to the meeting. Which
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
I don't usually give gifts to the people that don't come to the meeting, but this is an easy enough one to mail, and I could put a card like, my gift to you is a kick in the butt for your business. Or something, and stick a little bamboo thing in there, since they're not buying any of them or doing any of them or selling any of them. I'll freaking buy them for them.
And a free rub.
I mean, it's something that we can.
Yes.
We definitely can. I mean, it's definitely something we can talk some more on, because again, I'd love to get it into the hands of our new consultants.
Absolutely. I think this should be on the checklist for the new consultants, but I think it would be a good little catch-up kick in the pants for those that are just hanging around doing nothing and maybe just don't know what to do.
Yeah, I agree.
But don't want to ask.
Yeah. So just a thought. Just a thought. So, but that I thought was a good one. The other one, I'm going to try to find this real quick. This was cute. The other thing, there's somebody on one of those girls' teams that does she will give each new consultant 10 mini catalogs. And on the mini catalogs, let me find what she does. And it's so cool because this girl's like made up a template that you can run it off. You take Post-it notes, and you put Post-it notes on the okay, let me just switch.
The contact one?
You put Post-it note, yeah, like a kind of, you put Post-it notes on the let me see if this is here.
Like a Post-it note drawing slip, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you run it off. Okay, so here's what they have. Let me share it with you guys.
Oh, she puts them all on one sheet and then runs them through the printer?
Yes.
I've seen that.
You can upload, look, I have this, and you can upload a picture to Vistaprint. It's a picture of my handwriting, and they printed a pad of sticky notes.
Yeah. Me. Yeah, so I think somebody did mention that they had done that.
Yeah.
Or there's a template where we can run these through. You could put the things on them. But here's the thing. I like the Vistaprint one though, because it looks a little bit more. But the thought is that you actually then, you would give, you'd give 10 of them to your new consultants. And that again is part of their gift. And then you challenge them maybe to get rid of those and get these lead information within your first, within their first week or whatever you wanted to give them. I'm just looking at what that's what they were doing. But I would like to see that thing for the Vistaprint, because I think that sounds like a great idea. But can you show yours again, Jen, what that looks like?
It's not a contact thing, but this is I don't run this incentive anymore, but I don't know if you can see.
Take one of these with a Sharpie and mark it all up. I
put them on the catalog.
Oh, I see, for a catalog show.
No, just in their packet. I gave them a catalog to mark up and have that was so that they were getting making a wish list. I don't do the 250 and outside orders anymore with the free piece of stoneware, so I can't use these anymore.
Yeah.
But they were cheap. And then I got sick of writing them.
Well, but again, I like it because it's personal like that, because it's in the handwriting. But what if we could come up with something that has that contact information on it, as well as, some sort of a note, I'm just starting my Pampered Chef business and I want you to have one of the, you know what I mean? Or something. If you said but we want to get their contact information. I was just thinking if something had a little bit of verbiage on it to give them like the what to say, you know what I mean? A new consultant. But again, it's going to give them the practice to go out and get some out and about leads.
Who's your mother, Trev?
So I just thought it was something that we were talking about. And there were a couple of new ideas like that and I don't know, it's something that we can quick put together, but if we're thinking about the new year, I think it would be good if we had some good systems in place on how we're going to, as an organization, be able to help these new consultants, but also, just all together to make it more,
And perhaps it's because I was so out of it that weekend of the retreat. Was there any information or any ideas that came out from Jen? How didn't you do the new consultant experience brainstorming at the retreat?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, how did that go?
Hold on.
good.
Yeah, and Anna had asked me to get her. I kept track of everybody's answers, so I do have it, just not readily available right this second.
All of a sudden I panicked. You didn't give that to me already, did you?
No, you asked me for it and I forgot.
Okay, good. That's all right. That's better than I asked you for it and you gave it to me and I've been hoarding it and haven't read it yet and haven't passed it on.
But I think I like these ideas that Anna you're talking about. I think these are fantastic, but I just think it would be interesting because I think we had a lot of newer consultants there. So to hear what they said, as far as what they would like to see as well, that we can in the future, obviously not right this second, but kind of be looking at that to see if we can kind of align what we're doing.
What were some specific things you wanted answers for?
Well, what did you do with them, Jen? Maybe I'm not sure I even knew what you did with them, with that group.
I don't have
cards.
See, you're you're in the same mindset as I was that weekend. I think, Jen, I was so out of it.
I had 10 questions that I asked them.
Okay.
And I have no idea where the hell my notes are, so I can't even
Okay,
really.
that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so they were basic questions about their consultant experience, or is it?
Yeah, it was basically what do you like best? What do you like least? What products would you like to see in the kit? What products could you see go? What kind of trainings do you wish we offered? What things could we as directors do better for you?
Okay. Yeah, I think that'd be good though if we could get that together in the next couple months. That way we could really look at that to see what they're looking for.
Right, and I'll find them. I don't even know where they are.
No, it does not have to be right now. I think all of our brains are going on screech.
I think that too, that might be, and I'm just thinking about this, maybe we put together something and are able to share or have some sort of at our director retreat, because I have a feeling we're dealing with this, but I think other consultants and directors probably are as well, that if we could, that would probably be a good topic because that's going to be right at the beginning. What are the dates again? You guys have them for the director retreat? Because I told them to you. I'm testing you.
January 7th to the 10th.
Okay. So
Actually, is the 7th, the night of the 7th, is that for advanced?
7th is going to be upper level. The night of 7th is going to be upper level and upper level directors. So directors will come on the 8th to the 10th. I put out a message to Dot asking her if she had a registration, because that was what we were going to do, is to make it easier, because if we were thinking that it was going to be about $150 for each her that just to sort of, we could do $50 a month kind of thing, that you could take that out. But her father-in-law passed away, and I know Lauren had the new baby, and so I said, what can I do to help? And then I didn't hear anything back, so I don't know what's happening with that.
Say hi, Anna. Say hi, Anna. This is Miss Juliet. This is Kelly's this. Okay, she's off.
All my kids are at school. Good thing, because when I was leaving the dishwasher guy and coming down here and saying I've got to get on the call, I'm getting a FaceTime on here from Emma as she's walking through the hallway in school. I need you to bring this and da da da. I said, I cannot even talk to you right now. I am busy. So you just call me later when you have another break, and then maybe I can focus on you. So Okay, so that's what I have. I just wanted to start brainstorming about the new consultant thing. The tips from the top, I'm going to post that on this afternoon, so you guys, if you get a chance to listen, it really was a great kind of. I will give some examples of some coaching questions that you can use, and we can start compiling them. And then again, I'm gonna you'll have the schedule there, and I'm just going to assign you guys. And if you look at it and go, oh my gosh, I'm going to be in Canada that week or whatever, that's fine. Just you go amongst yourselves and say, hey Karen, can I switch with you and you switch with me or whatever. Just do that on your own. At some point, as we get a little bit closer to, we're gonna have to start thinking about the December 7th meeting as well, since we're all gonna be doing that together. Anybody have any ideas, because we do just have a little bit more time, about what about, you know what?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just make some decisions. So we're going to start this at 6 o'clock, right, and do potluck. Is everybody good with that?
Yep.
And then what about, do we want to do, we haven't done a Yankee swap for a while, and I think it's a big group to do a Yankee swap. Well, let me ask you this. Do we want spouses to come or significant others?
Supportive
You're
people.
on mute, Karen. You're on mute, so I don't know what you're saying.
Found it. I couldn't find it. It was hidden.
Okay, there. What?
People. Amy caught what I said.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, supportive people.
Oh,
Not
okay.
spouses and not
Significant others.
Oh, right. But do we want them at this meeting?
I don't know. Do you think it's been effective, or do you think it's been distracting, or do you?
I don't think it's been Oh, go ahead, Karen.
Well, I'm wondering if, does it get more people there because they can bring somebody? The people that don't come most of the year, this is still pretty new to me. I have no years to comparison. Do you get more people at the December meetings because they have somebody coming with them?
No, I think in a lot of cases it actually deters people from coming because they don't have anybody to watch the kids.
Yeah, true. Yep.
That's my thing. And I don't know that I think it dramatically changes the feel and the environment that's in the meetings, because I don't know, we all kind of act differently around our spouses generally. And sometimes our spouses aren't the most, you don't really want them there.
Well behaved. Well, here's the thing.
But I think it does. I think there are people though that it's like the supportive people then get the buy-in. They, you know what I mean? They then get excited about those trips and then can be pushing that person towards them.
And Jay likes hanging out with Matt.
Chris had fun.
Well, but here's the thing. There's two trains of thought here. The problem is that last December when we did it, there was the freaking snowstorm, right? So I think we had less people there, period, than we would have anyway. So that's one thing. And then the other, but there is something that, this has just been the one meeting. We always have one meeting where we do make a point to invite them in. And the problem, not the problem, but the purpose of it and sort of the benefit is that we do get some sort of a buy-in from them, that they get to, they get to come and sort of see what's going on. But all of those things, and that it is, again, are you having people that don't have a supportive person or don't want to bring somebody not come because they think everybody else is going to couples, or I don't know what the right answer is.
Well, I guess it kind of wonders it kind of depends on what kind of meeting you want it to be, too. I mean, if we're going to be doing tons of goal setting and it's still going to be a training type meeting, I don't know if that's something that spouses really want to be a part of, maybe. But if it's going to be more of a celebration, end of season potluck fun type of thing, then that's usually more the type of meeting that we have them come to. So I guess it kind of depends what the goal is for the meeting itself, too.
Yeah. maybe we should make more of a, I mean, we're not going to do it this year because we're not having them at the spa day, but maybe we should make, or we should do some sort of a director get together kind of thing at that level with spouses at some point. You know, I mean, not for Christmas maybe, but like in a couple months or something. You know, just do something to.
Well, I always thought that it was good at those when the spouses were there is to do recognition, like year-long recognition, something like that. And I'm sorry, Jen, I couldn't.
That's the one that I remember the most.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that is a little bit more when it's less, as you're saying, Jen, it's less than of a training meeting, more of a.
It was more of a celebration. Like we celebrated the spouses.
It was a party. It was more of a party, and I think that was more fun for everybody.
Well, like we even like it was when we were all with Dot still at Good Shepherd, and it was I don't think it was a regular meeting night. I think it was like in February or something, and we dressed up for it and everything, and then we wrote things about the spouses and presented it to them.
Like the Wall of Fame or something like that.
Something like that. I remember that. It was my first year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the past, what we've done is done it in January. And I think what we've done is actually done it as, I mean, if you think about it, as the spring launch. You know, do it at the end of January, beginning of February, because a spring launch is really an unveiling of the products, you know, some tasting of the new recipes maybe. But, you know, we get more information from the home office for doing that, and maybe, but we don't do as much. It really isn't as much training, is it?
But then we could do the year-end recognition at that point then, too.
Yeah, that would be when we would do it. Because January, I think we're going to have, like, before the director retreat, that week before, we're going to do some sort of a back-to-business kind of training. So we get them going for January. And then sort of that end of January, beginning of February, we'll have a better idea. And I mean, we should have a better idea when we're going to get that kind of information. Maybe that's when we do that. Make it more of a celebration, a party, and do the new because it's going to be exciting. People are going to come because it's the new products. I don't think so many people come just for the new trip. You know what I mean? But the girls might come if it's a director. What were you going to say, Jen?
Take care of the donut.
Oh, that was somebody else. I thought Jen Howe was going to say something. Okay.
I agree that the interest level for all consultants is higher about new products than about a trip. Because a trip is even, I mean, I signed on, I had no intention at all of earning a trip. So to know what the trip was, it doesn't excite me, or it didn't excite me as a new consultant.
Right.
Because I'm signing on to, you know, work once a week, kind of minimal, just extra income.
And look what happened.
I know. So, but yes, I think the new products are more enticing.
Well, and then we're going to get more people there. Maybe we'll get more people to the Christmas one because we say it's a holiday, you know what I mean, or Christmas holiday party. And then we'll get more people wanting to come and do that. Should we go back and do a Yankee swap? They were sort of fun, weren't they?
Were fun. As long as not everybody's giving out bamboo utensils.
As long as everybody, wow, I missed that.
Doesn't give out bamboo utensils.
Yeah. Oh, darn.
I just got a phone order for 3 more sets.
From your email?
Yeah.
All right, Consultant Connect.
Go, Amy.
Okay, so what did you decide? So we're not doing supportive people at the Christmas thing?
No, let's wait.
Okay, can I make a suggestion about the Yankee swap?
Yeah.
I don't like Yankee swaps. They sometimes get ugly, but they take a long time too. The thing that we're doing with my quilting group is instead of doing like we usually would do like swap names or something like that, is we're doing like one of those left-right games.
Oh, we did that one.
Yeah, and that works out. It's kind of quick. I don't know what it's one of the other ladies is doing it. I don't know what the thing is, you know, like, but I'm sure we can come up with a Pampered Chef Christmassy kind of left-right thing where you just pass it, you know, whenever you say left, everybody passes it to the left and everybody passes it to the right or whatever, and then what you get, you end with.
That sounds wicked fun.
And it's quick.
Wicked fun.
That's amazing.
Wicked.
Wicked.
And maybe in the middle of it, we all have to swap seats. Ha ha ha. Sorry.
So
Good.
So what? So maybe what we do is we call it not a Yankee swap, but it's a fun new gift swap. And can we? What should we put a $10 max on it?
Maybe
15.
I was gonna say 15, because it's kind of hard to find anything at 10.
I don't know, $10 bottle of wine is pretty good.
That is true. That.
Okay. I have another request.
What?
Can we say that it can't be a Pampered Chef product?
Yes, we can say it can't be a Pampered Chef product.
Can we say no gag gifts too?
What?
Can we say no gag gifts? There's nothing worse than taking time and putting something together and you get panties, you know? Stupid.
You don't want my panties? I always have extra.
I don't think that's ever happened.
Loose boot earrings?
It's been a few years since we've done a swap, so I don't know. But it always happens at family stuff. You know, you get stuck with the dumbest gift that you can't use.
Maybe just put something. Maybe even just put something on there. You know, since we all have so many Pampered Chef products, let's not. Do you want me to be in charge of that part?
Yes.
Yeah.
But then put something like, make sure you choose something that you'd love to do yourself.
Good thought.
Good.
You know,
and gifting.
No regifting. No pink candy bowl. Do you remember that, Anna? I was just talking to somebody about that pink candy bowl that we had.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was a good gift.
But then Jill got it and she loved it.
It might be an antique.
No, it was
not. I think it was plastic.
It wasn't. It was glass, but it was like cotton candy pink, and Jill loved it.
I think I saw that on eBay for $500.
Yeah, probably.
All right, we'll give you that stuff, Sally Ann. You'll be in charge of reselling everything.
If you're not happy with your gift, please, Sally Ann will help you with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'd like to do besides the holidays, that gift swap and a potluck, what we'll do is, do you want to do? Remember we did that once as we did desserts and. Didn't we do like a fun? It was like either appetizers or desserts. That was what we did at the potluck. That was sort of fun.
Because then you don't get like 10 things of meatballs.
Right. And then it's not as hard. And, you know, again, we're there. We don't have anywhere to heat things up. So that's the fun part of it.
I have this great rock crock with a sweater and an insulated carrier. You could bring it in that and it would still be hot.
Sweater.
A sweater.
Well, meatballs could be in the sweater. That's an appetizer. So that's all right.
Or salads. We've done the
No, it's too freaking cold for salad. I don't want to eat a salad. It's cold.
The holidays, it's cheat time.
I think Kelly just volunteered to bring soup.
You're in, Kelly. We'll see you.
I suggested.
You're coming.
She suggested.
We don't
even voluntold, Kelly.
Yeah, that we haven't met you. We have to have meetings at your house via Zoom. It's about time. It's the Christmas. It's a special one to come to.
What did you say?
She said it's a special one to come to. You have to come.
Which one?
December 7th. It's our Christmas one. Yeah, she looks at the calendar. It's a school night. It's not happening. Kelly has a rigid schedule with her children.
Kelly.
To bed, brush teeth, to bed, read a story. I know. And she's my daughter. I can't get her to come. Maybe you can, Anna.
If you have it during when Chad has vacation.
Yeah.
I'm going to have lunch with Jackie.
Right now?
I told her I would be leaving my house at 12:30.
Oh, okay.
You lied. You're 6 minutes late.
I know.
She has doctor's appointment today.
She comes up on the screen because she's talking. I'm going.
This is what I saw. This part right here. This is. I'm gonna go call Jack. I gotta have a meeting with Jackie.
You did not see that because I don't have that.
I did. That's all.
What is going on?
Oh, Kelly's coming over to check out us crazy women. They're showing cleavage or trying to. Some are trying.
I have no cleavage, so that's not what I was showing.
Oh my
That's
God.
my
Okay,
favorite
it's 20 of
right
one.
there.
We got to go anyway because I've got a very important call I have to be on at 1 o'clock.
Yes,
Oh,
you
okay.
do. Okay. Sorry.
Tell Jackie we love her.
Yes, I will.
All right, girls. So we'll keep talking and keep doing. But good. Thank you for coming on. And was this good, Jennifer? Are you gonna live?
For another day.
Okay, good. That's all we can ask.
Bye, boobs.
I should have stopped the recording before I showed my
All right.
cleavage. Huh?
Yeah, wants to say hi. Say hi, everybody.
Bye, guys. Have a good day.